Okay, class, this is how we're going to access our final project and portfolio, right? So it's encompassing both assignments. So here's what you're going to want to do to begin. Go ahead and type in your search bar wix.com, hit enter. Now I've already created an account, but when you first sign in, you're going to have to create your account, right? So I strongly recommend using your school email to sign up for that account. And once you've entered or completed that sign up process, it's going to take you to this page. And here, once you get to this site, it's going to just ask you a couple questions. It's just to get to know you and the purpose for your website, to give you some options. And so we'll go through it together, okay? So of course I'm gonna select this website for myself. Have you created a website before? No, this is actually my first time. So I'm gonna go, this is my first time. And then it's gonna ask you what kind of website do you need? And we're just gonna go with portfolio. Perfect, even has a writing portfolio. So we go next. Now here you can let it, Wix create a website for you, or you can choose a template of your own. The option is up to you. There's no right or wrong way to do it, but the information you add to the website is going to be all your own. Okay, so once you're ready, I'm going to go ahead and choose a template, so that way I have a little bit more control over the way my Wix looks and what I want, kind of the design of it. So I would click here. You would also, if you choose this one, click here, and you can start scrolling through it, right? So here's one. There's a web design portfolio. It looks pretty good. Let's just scroll down, view a little bit more. 3D designer portfolio, not me. An illustrator portfolio, copywriter, CV, storyteller, actor, creative, platform, graphic design. So there's a ton. I'm not going to go through all 14 pages, but we can go with the copywriter. Let's go ahead and do this one. Click to view, see how it'll look. Okay, so we're going to use this template as a starting point. Hit edit this site. It's going to kind of just do its own thing for a little while, and here you have it. Okay, so once you've chosen your template, it's going to bring you to a page like this, and it's going to prompt a video. Now, if you want to watch it, it's actually very beneficial. This was put together by the editing team at Wix, so it really tell you how to use all these tools and the purpose of them, and it's really short. It's only 1 minute and 21 seconds, as you can see, so it's probably worth giving it a quick view, and I'm going to watch it right now. Okay, so now that we've watched the video, we have a little bit more information on how to edit text and things like that. And so you can keep most of this the same. Of course, I would edit this text here. Probably put my name, because I'm not Christian Miller. Just like that. In here too. YouTube. Random capitalization. Bam. So it's pretty good. I'll leave it as that. And now I want to start kind of putting the documents up there, right? That things that I'm going to want people to see. And so for that, I'm going to go ahead and click on writing button. Okay, so once I've made some changes to this part, I'm going to want to edit these tabs here. But the way you do that is you're going to have to access it by the drop down menu on the top left. So you click here where it says page, and then you select the page you want to edit. So I'd go to resume. I'm going to go ahead and add my personal information, my work resume here. And then once I'm done, you guys will see the finished result. Okay, so once you've updated your resume information, not a requirement, but it'll look nice. This is the part you really want to make sure that you're focusing on, and that's the writing section. So when you go to the writing section, you're just going to want to make sure that you don't need photos, but it would be nice to have some sort of graphics along with it. But you just want to put your titles here, right? So this would be revised personal narrative, something like that, right? And then you can attach it here. You can just go ahead and insert it, or give us a brief summary. of that. As a matter of fact, that's probably the best thing. Just go ahead and give a brief summary on the changes, the major changes, 1, 2, the revised copies, and then you can go down and just go ahead and start attaching um, more of the journals that you have. Because once you're done with updating this page, you're going to want to make sure that you insert media. And the way you do that is you're going to add, sorry, not apps. But you're going to add media here. You see this button that says media, click. And then you're going to go ahead and start uploading from your computer, or if you have it on Google Drive, stuff like that, you can go ahead and click there to start uploading. So I'm going to go ahead and upload a couple files so you guys get an example of what it looks like, and then I'll show you the finished product. Okay class, so as you've seen, I've updated a little bit of my revised writing samples here. Revised critical analysis, revised personal narrative, and when you attach a document, it puts it in a free floating format, so you can kind of attach it wherever you want. Again, if you're not using this template, just kind of align it to whatever template you're using, and try to give a quick summary of the changes you made here and here next to the document. Since you can move around those text boxes, you can add them wherever you feel comfortable. Now, if you want to change your images and you don't want to use your own personal images, feel free to use some of the many images that Wix provides, and you just click on change image, right? Then you're going to go from media from Wix, or you can even go to Shutterstock, right? And you can search writing and see what comes up. And then you can add any of these, right? If you would prefer to use something like this, then just go ahead and choose the document and the image that you prefer. Keyboard. Oh, well, I guess those charge you. So let's see if they have free media. Yes. Okay. So media from Wix. Go ahead and stick there. Do not pay for anything. I do not suggest that you guys buy anything. So go ahead and just stick to the one that says media from Wix. Something like that. Oh, right here under it says categories. You can go ahead and choose. Oops. Can't seem to type today. Yeah, so I had highlighted one, that's why it gave me that error. But then we can go ahead and choose here. Just type in writing in the search bar before you highlight and select anything, and then attach. That shows an image, so that way you can change it. It'll automatically fit it to whatever image style you have, and just go ahead and do so for any of the other countless images that you have. Again, it's media from Wix, only choose from there, and then you can even choose one that's more appropriate. For example, I chose writing, but you can use student, and just kind of incorporate something that kind of encompasses your college experience. Let's see, for my college experience, where's the library? Yep, pretty much all I did. Lived in the library. You can add it, you can even move it around, so that way you can adjust it to a place where you are more comfortable with. Here we have to download the image, don't need to, refresh the image. You can choose to crop it if you'd like. That way you can add more of the image, or you can just leave it as is. Something like that, right? And so feel free to do that for all of these. Again, media from Wix, select an image, and search. Add whatever you want to that. Something like that. Choose image. It'll automatically center it to what you have, and then bam. So once you have your revised samples, you're going to start changing these project titles to journal. Oh, no, random one. What was it called? I forget the first journals. Shitty first drafts, right? Shitty first drafts. And then You don't even need to have this paragraph here. You could delete that, and all you're going to want to do is then go to, again, where it says media, add media, choose from your computer, and upload the file. And once you have that, it should give you that free floating Word document. Sort of like if this was it, I would go ahead and add the page, and it's going to give you that free floating, and all you have to do is attach your document like that. You can even put multiple on one line, right? If you want to do journals 1 through 5 and just line them all up here, bam, bam, bam. Perfect, go ahead and do that. We don't need to read more. So go ahead and include that. Now, the only thing that I would also add is if once you have all your journals put here, at least 10 journals need to be present here. Once you have all your journals, then just go ahead and start working towards your introduction video for this. You don't have to do too much more. Once you're done, you just hit publish, and now it's time to get into a recording and start presenting this website either through YouTube. You can attach it as a link even on your portfolio. You can send me that link separate, and that's going to be your final, right? Just go ahead and introduce this to your website. Now if you just want to do a PowerPoint and take screenshots, stills of this, and then include them in a PowerPoint as you walk me through your Wix page, it doesn't have to be very long, maybe 5-6 slides, and then you're going to have to click on those documents once you've published, so that way I can start to see what those documents have in them, at least in the slides, but not all of them, just one revised copy, one journal, just to make sure they're all there, and then always of course send me the link, so that way I can go ahead and check your website out. So again, it's going to seem like a lot of work, but for the most part it's pretty straightforward. And I would venture to say that it's going to be pretty rewarding once you're done with that. So there you go. See, it's some in-person editing, and who knows, in the future, if you pursue a career in writing, this is a good way to kind of like begin that. Or if you want to change it once you're done, you can then change it to whatever field that you're going in, or you can make it a personal page, something that you just want to make it a blog and just add your own kind of like thoughts, just something to journal and keep track of the things you go through. They have an option for that, right? You can start blogging on here. So whatever you want to do, the options are endless. It's all here and available to you. So if you have any questions, please reach out to me through any of the available media we've talked about, right? Through Remind, Canvas messages, or through my email. Okay, so again, if you have any questions and you want me to help you through a live Zoom chat, again, we can set up a meeting for that. Give me at least a day's notice, so that way I can prepare for it. Okay, thank you. That's pretty much it.